ਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅੱਜ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਇਵੈਂਟਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਆਫ ਕੋਰਸ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰੈਕਗਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ ਜੋ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਐਫਰਟਸ ਇਨੀਸ਼ੀਏਟਿਵਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਥਾਵਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਏਰੀਆਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਧਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ, ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇ ਕਲਚਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਸਿਰਫ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਰੈਕਗਨੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਏ, ਅਗਲੀ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀ ਲਈ ਇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਾਈਲਾਈਟ ਕਰੀਏ, ਬਟ ਬਾਹਰਲੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਏ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਣ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈ, ਕੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਤਿਉਹਾਰ ਹਨ, ਕੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਮਾਇਨੇ ਰੱਖਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਲਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਂਟਾਗਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਸਾਖੀ ਦੀ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤੀ, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਹਫ਼ਤਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ Civil Rights Organization SALDEF, Sikh American Legal Defense and Education Fund ਵੱਲੋਂ Sikhs in Storytelling event ਜੋ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਨ ਪਰਸਨ ਇੱਕ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਰੱਖੀ ਸੀ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ, ਆਪ ਦਾ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਐਂਡ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਟੋਰੀਜ਼ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਇੱਕ ਪੈਕਡ ਆਡੀਅੰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਥੀਏਟਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਵਾਂਸ ਅਗੇਨ SALDEF ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਹ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਜਸਟ ਵਾਂਟ ਟੂ ਟੈਲ ਯੂ, ਆਈ ਨੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਝ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਪੈਨਲਿਸਟ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਈ ਹੈ, ਨਵ ਦ ਪੋਇਟ, ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਜੋਏ ਕਨਵਰ ਫਰਮ ਬਰੁਕਲਿਨ ਲਾਅ ਸਕੂਲ, ਬਟ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਕੌਣ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੈਂ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਪਾਏ ਜਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਟਰੀਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਜੋ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵਸ ਸੀਗੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡੇ ਲੈਵਲ 'ਤੇ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਸੋ ਆਓ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਸਿਟੀ, ਜਿੱਥੇ SALDEF ਵੱਲੋਂ Sikhs in Storytelling ਇਵੈਂਟ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ।
Today we are at SALDEF's Sikhs in Storytelling event. It's a first time event of Sikh storytellers from many mediums, not just film, but books, television, news, coming together to kind of share or stories with our community and kind of interact with our community. And it's a great event.
The event that SALDEF hosted today has been very eye-opening, just to be able to connect with other creatives.
There's not a whole lot of events that happen like this, so why is this event important? We have a lot of Sikh storytellers around the globe, but sometimes we don't come together in spaces to support each other, so that's very, very critical. And to all the Sikh storytellers out there, we have stories to tell. We need to mindfully, intentfully make the decision, we're going to tell these stories. No matter the hardships, no matter the challenges, tell your stories, because nobody else is going to be able to tell your story the way you're going to tell your story.
Today has been an absolutely amazing experience, being able to be around other storytellers, other people in media who are creatives. I think that that is something that we really need to showcase in the Sikh community, and today was all about that. It was such a wonderful time. I was able to talk about my experience as a journalist and also listen to filmmakers and poets, and just be able to see other people trying these alternative careers and really thriving in them.
I'm so happy to be here at the Sikhs in Storytelling event sponsored by SALDEF. This is an unbelievably important event to have, because I think representation is seeing people doing the thing that you want to do and giving you the belief that you can do it too, because you've seen it being done. So I think seeing all of these incredible Sikh storytellers telling their story, sharing their journeys, it's important for younger Sikhs to see that, to see, hey, I have a voice, I can share it, and there's a place for it to go, that you don't have to follow a specific narrative, that you can write your own narrative.
The significance of today is so wonderful. I think Sikhs have made huge strides, especially in the storytelling space, in film, in media, in music, in literature, and today we're honoring all of those folks who have been making these incredible strides, and the uses of new technologies too, like content creators and how they fit into the sphere of storytelling and progressing the Sikh narrative. So I'm just super excited.
The importance of today's event, Six in Storytelling by SALDEF, for me, is the ability to highlight and show the creative power of Sikhs, of the Sikh community, of people that are already doing things, and hopefully to inspire people to do more.
I think we need more of these kind of discussions. They're imperative to who we are as a community, oral storytelling community.
I have thoroughly enjoyed this event, and I want to thank SALDEF for hosting. I think this has been such an enriching experience, listening to the storytelling and stories and experiences of so many talented creatives.
I'm so glad to have been part of this event today. It was so cool to see Sikhs in so many different creative fields, from filmmaking to publishing to media to the arts. I think it's so important that our community sees that all of these avenues are possible, all these careers are possible. It's super necessary for us to be there because our stories are important, and for a long time they haven't been told.
I think the Six in Storytelling event was a long time coming. We have a lot of great people in our community sharing stories in so many diverse ways, and I really commend SALDEF for recognizing that. And I applaud them for bringing us all together and sharing us with the world, and we hope that this event continues to grow.
I think of a message to the Sikh community. I mean, be a part of that representation. There's so much that you can do, and you'll find your niche, and I think you need to. I think that life goes beyond what you might think it is. So I think that you should be one of those people. Be one of the people that are here. Be that representation, and be passionate about the things that you love to do. You're supposed to love what you do. You're supposed to love, every day. So
My message to Sikh creatives is that life is our palette, and every story, whether it's about joy and happiness or grief and loss, whether it's about the mundane or the boring, or just even how we're getting through our day, every story matters. Every story counts. I hope we multiply our stories by the 100th power.
I want to say to the creatives, to the Sikh creatives out there, don't give up. I know the struggle is real. I'm experiencing that struggle as we speak. It's never easy. There'll be more people, like you said, who'll say, don't bother, it's a waste of time. But guess what? Our stories do matter. And don't self-sabotage. Just know that your voice is important and it's valued, and your story of healing might help someone else heal.
My message to young Sikh creatives is go make your stuff, whatever format that wants to be. It could be a film, it could be a novel, it could be a poem, it could be a drawing, it could be a song. Whatever that is, whatever's in your soul, whatever you feel like you have to express, start expressing it, because I want to hear it, I want to see it, and I think everybody else wants to see it as well. So start making stuff, and if you feel like there needs to be a change in the world or in representation or something, start being that change, and put yourself out there.
And kind of my message to the Sikh community is, don't be afraid to tell your own stories. Like, these things are important, not only to share with, our community, but, the community outside. I think the stories that we tell about ourselves, to ourselves and to other people, says a lot about what we think about ourselves, but also shapes how our community grows. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
I would say that for anyone across the board, the most important thing that you have is the ability to use that voice, not only outwardly, of course, through creative spaces, but your inward voice as well. And my message would be to continue to honor your truth and to use your voice.
My message for the Sikh creative community is, whatever you wish to do, whatever element, field, space you want, pursue that. Find the path that is right for you and do that. Put your all into it. I've spent the past 13 years writing and performing and honing my craft of poetry, and then the last few developing as a content creator. And this is what I want to do, this is what I love to do, and so I just encourage people to do the same.
My message to the Sikh creative community is to keep going. I think often, just with societal pressure, cultural pressure, you think that what you're doing isn't significant because you will hear that from voices around you. And my message is to ignore those voices. If you're touching one person, if you hear one person say that they were affected by something you shared, keep going.
Once again, what a wonderful event, and ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪਾਵਰਫੁਲ, ਕਿੰਨਾ ਆਰਟੀਕੂਲੇਟ ਸੀਗਾ। ਯੂ نو ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਇਵੈਂਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਸਪੋਰਟ, ਹੋਰ ਹੱਲਾਸ਼ੇਰੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। ਆਫ ਕੋਰਸ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਨਕਰੇਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ, ਇੰਜੀਨੀਅਰ, ਲਾਇਰ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਓ ਜਾਂ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰੋ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਹੈਗਾ, ਅਗਰ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵ ਸਾਈਡ 'ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਲਗਾਵ ਹੈ, ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਇਨਕਰੇਜਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। ਐਂਡ ਇਹ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਦੀ ਪਾਵਰ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ।